From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers, off we go from L.A. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down throw for Prescott. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Prescott to throw it. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. They'll catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
2 and now on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. But it's going to be second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And the Chargers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. They'll try and push it in for Gurley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Todd Gurley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Prescott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week. And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week. But the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The sack there by Trent Murphy. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But now it's 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will pin them nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it. Complete. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see. Makes sense, though, doesn't it?
Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Prescott going to do it himself. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Here's Prescott. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Looking downfield for Godwin. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, Prescott escaping the pressure right. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. First down, Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On the carry, it's Cook. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. MLOA working out of the gun. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hilton. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They start the drive with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Being chased out left. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Prescott to throw this time. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run for it. Cook. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big run there by Gurley. 69 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass. Pass complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
Intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Demarius Randall. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Prescott off play action. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. On play action, Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. From the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On first down, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to pass. Tua. Looking long for Thomas. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On first down, it's Gurley. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Off a play action. Tagovailoa. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Quick with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They run it again with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have moved down in front. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's Tagovailoa on first and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Pass for 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Going to the air. MLOA. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Throwing is MLOA on 3rd down here. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And this is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They run. Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Prescott from the gun. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now he'll escape to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. You and I talk a lot about these special teams and how important those can be. That comes into play here. And the defense, not very alert.
And this is something you work on all the time as a defender. Always saying, alert, be ready for the fake. But sometimes you fall asleep anyway.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Open man is Michael Thomas. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, LA. Michael Thomas, 78 yards. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. Prescott now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Another carry now for Gurley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He can run for it, and there he goes, right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from the 20. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point splits the uprights. Time definitely of the essence now. Just under a minute to play, and here we go. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.